My dear students, I welcome you in the lecture series of Basics of Mechanical Engineering. In the last lecture, we discussed about the introductory part of the internal combustion engine. We started our discussion with the motivation why we need to learn this particular chapter, and I hope you find your interest in this particular chapter. We discussed about the difference between internal combustion engine as well as external combustion engine. We talked about the classification of IC engine, components of IC engine as well as important terms used in IC engine. Now we are going to extend our discussion. In this particular session, we will discuss about four components. The first is construction and working of the four-stroke petrol engine, four-stroke diesel engine, then two-stroke petrol engine and two-stroke diesel engine. And at the end of this session, you will understand on which principle your two-wheeler or your four-wheeler is working, whether it's a petrol engine or a diesel engine. So let's start with the four-stroke single-cylinder petrol engine. So you just imagine, suppose you have a two-wheeler, right now you have a motorcycle or a scooter. So you have that particular engine and you just observe how it's working. So the petrol engine works on Otto cycle. It uses spark plug to ignite the air fuel mixture, so they are SI engines. So here we have a spark plug and this is known as a SI engine. Why? Because it's a spark ignition system. The four strokes are, the first is the suction, compression, power, and last is the exhaust system. In some reference book, you may find as a expansion stroke or a working stroke. So it may be like this: suction, compression, expansion, or a working or a power stroke, and last is the exhaust stroke. The first is a suction stroke. So as shown in this first figure, during this particular stroke, the piston is at the top dead center. Inlet valve is open, outlet valve is closed, so the mixture of air and fuel can go inside the piston cylinder chamber. So the piston moves from top dead center to the bottom dead center. Since the volume increased during the downward motion of the piston, so the inlet valve enters the air fuel mixture. When the piston is reached at the bottom dead center, both valves are closed. So that is the end of the suction stroke. So during the suction stroke, the crank rotates half revolution. The second is the compression stroke. So in the compression stroke, both valves are closed and piston moves from bottom dead center to the top dead center. So here your charge is compressed and the temperature as well as pressure will increase. When piston reaches the top dead center, the spark is produced by the spark plug and it will ignite the air fuel mixture, and this combustion is almost instantaneous. So that's why this is known as a constant volume combustion. So the pressure and temperature rapidly increase due to the combustion. So due to that, the combustion, the thrust force is developed, and that thrust force may, force to piston to move down. So during the power stroke, the both inlet and outlet valve remain closed. Piston moves from top dead center to the bottom dead center. High pressure combustion product act on piston and piston moves backward. This is a working stroke because during this stroke the work done by the engine. In the last exhaust stroke, so this particular chamber is filled with the like a smoke. So the piston moves from bottom dead center to the top dead center, exhaust valve open, inlet valve close, and the smoke can go outside. So when the piston reaches the top dead center, the crank completes half revolution. So ultimately, during this cycle, a crank completes two revolution, and that's only this is known as a four-stroke single cylinder cycle. In the four-stroke, the one cycle completes two revolution of the crankshaft. So, in a very easy way, one more time, I would like to repeat. During the suction, inlet valve open, outlet valve close, and piston moves from top dead center to the bottom dead center. In the compression, both valves remain closed. Piston moves from bottom dead center to the top dead center. In the third case, both valves remain closed. The piston moves from top dead center to the bottom dead center. And in the fourth stroke, the inlet valve close, outlet valve open, and piston moves from bottom dead center to the top dead center. And this is nothing but the working of the four-stroke single-cylinder petrol engine. I hope you understand it. Now let's talk about the four-stroke single-cylinder diesel cycle. So here in this diesel cycle, we have again, four like operation, suction, compression, expansion, and exhaust. Okay, but here we have some like a construction difference. So we will discuss that particular in detail. So the first is the suction. So the suction is during the suction here only the fresh air can go inside. So this is the difference between petrol cycle and the diesel cycle. When the diesel cycle works on the diesel engine works on the diesel cycle, it uses the compressed air to ignite the fuel. So it is the compression ignition engine. The four strokes are suction, compression, expansion, and exhaust. So during the suction stroke, the piston moves from top dead center to the bottom dead center. Inlet valve remains open, exhaust valve closed, and due to the downward motion of the piston, pressure inside the cylinder decrease and the air is shock. So here instead of the air fuel mixture, here we have only the fresh air. In the compression, both valves remain closed. Piston moves from top bottom dead center to the top dead center. So here we have a high pressure air. Then during the third, or you can say that the power stroke, both valves remain closed and the very fine particles of diesel are injected to the fuel injector. So the fuel injector just you can say that the spray the very fine atomized particle. Here we have already a compressed air, so it is a high temperature, high pressure. So when we inject the like a fuel, it will automatically a blast. So here we have a you can see that the power. So due to that thrust force, the piston will move from top dead center to the bottom dead center. Here it is filled with the you can say that the smoke. So during the exhaust valve or during the last you can say that exhaust stroke, inlet valve closed, outlet valve open, and the smoke and the flue gases can go outside, and piston moves from bottom dead center to the top dead center. So this is all about the suction, compression, expansion, and exhaust of the four-stroke single-cylinder diesel engine. Only the difference is in the single-cylinder petrol engine we have a spark plug, where here we have a fuel injector. In the petrol engine, we supply air and fuel mixture, where here we supply only air and fuel is injected through the fuel injector. I hope you understand the difference between four stroke single cylinder petrol engine as well as diesel engine. Now let's talk about the difference between the four stroke as well as two-stroke. So the four-stroke, one cycle completes in every two revolution of the crankshaft, where two-stroke, one cycle completes in every one revolution. Now, the second difference is in the four-stroke, we have more moving parts, whereas two-stroke, we have less moving parts, more maintenance, less maintenance. Four-stroke engine heavy in weight, very less, you can say that light in weight. Four-stroke engine is more costly compared to the two-stroke engine. The important part is, we can say that the produce more pollution, whereas two-stroke engine produce less pollution. The long engine life, whereas it's a short engine life. Design is complex, whereas in the two-stroke design is simple. You will definitely understand all these points when we will discuss about the two-stroke petrol as well as two-stroke diesel engine. But why we are using four-stroke engine nowadays? Because of this reason, the 16th point. It has more thermal efficiency, whereas the two-stroke engine has less thermal efficiency. So the rest of part I would like to give you as a self-study because it's quite easy to understand. Okay, you just imagine you have two vehicles. One works on the four-stroke and another works on the two-stroke. So what are the, like a difference? Now, let's talk about the two-stroke petrol engine. Now here it's a petrol engine, so here we have a spark plug. But what is the difference between the two-stroke? That is nothing but in the two-stroke, instead of the valve mechanism, we have a port mechanism. So the port is like a passage which can open and close through the movement of the piston. Okay, so here we don't have a specific mechanism for the opening and closing of the valve, or sorry, opening and closing of this particular, like entry and exit of this, like fresh air and the gases. The movement of the piston will identify the opening and the closing of the charge. So here we have three ports. One is the suction port, second is exhaust port, and third is the transfer port. So here we can say that this is the suction port. So through which the suction take place. This is the discharge port or an exhaust port. So the exhaust take place. And this is the most important transfer port. So the two-stroke engine requires two strokes of the piston or one revolution of the crankshaft to complete the cycle. Ports are used instead of valves in the two-stroke engine. The exhaust gases are exempt out of the engine cylinder by the fresh charge of the fuel entering the cylinder. This is known as the scavenging effect. This is known as the scavenging effect. So we will definitely discuss in detail about the scavenging effect. So let's talk about the first stroke. So during the first stroke, the piston is at bottom dead center. So that is somewhere here. So during this stroke, piston moves from bottom dead center to the top dead center. Okay, the top dead center. And during this upward motion, so here you can identify as a upward stroke and the downward stroke. So that is talked about the uh, upward stroke. So piston, initially the piston was here at the bottom dead center and ultimately it reached at the top dead center. So when it moved during the upward motion, the piston covers the transfer port, and exhaust port. So the air petrol mixture which is already there in the cylinder is compressed. So here it is already compressed. Now during the upward movement, the piston uncover the inlet port. So the fresh mixture can suck inside the crankcase through the inlet port, and stroke is complete when piston reach to the top dead center. So when piston moves from bottom dead center to the top dead center, it close the transfer port as well as exhaust port, and the fresh charge can inlet in the second stroke or a downward stroke. So here it is completely compressed. The charge is compressed. Okay. Now when the spark is ignited, the combustion take place. So the piston moves from the top dead center to the bottom dead center. So during that, at some point, the inlet valve is closed, the fresh charge can go inside through the transfer port, and the transfer port may push the smoke gases to go outside. Okay, so this is process is known as the scavenging process. This process is known as the scavenging process. So during this stroke, piston moves from top dead center to the bottom dead center. The compressed charge is ignited by the spark provided by the spark plug. Due to the combustion of the fuel, pressure and temperature of the combustion process increase rapidly. Due to this high pressure and temperature, combustion product acts on piston and it push downward, which produce useful work. So this is all about the we can say that the two-stroke single-cylinder petrol engine. After this particular video, I will show an animation how two-stroke single-cylinder petrol engine works. So you might understand more about this two-stroke petrol engine. Clear? In simple word, when piston is at top dead center, the fuel mixture is filled inside the crankcase. Then when the piston moves from top dead center to the bottom dead center, so the charge may go to the transfer port and that is inside the combustion chamber. Then when the spark ignites, the combustion takes place which may force piston to move downward, and during that discussion the fresh charge can go inside and the fuel or a smoke gases, flue gases or a smoke gases may go outside, and that is known as the scavenging. Now let's talk about the two-stroke single cylinder diesel engine. So here we have the same kind of a discussion, only the difference is that instead of the fuel mixture we have the fresh air, and instead of the spark plug here we have a fuel injector. So I think you may understand the working of the two-stroke single cylinder diesel engine, and I would like to give you this exercise as a self study, because here you have to replace the air fuel mixtures with the fresh air, where the like a use of the spark plug with the fuel injector. Clear? So I would like to give you this as a self study. So this is all about the second half of this third chapter. Now here I would like to give you some statement which you need to justify. Power developed by two-stroke engine is more than the four-stroke engine. Why? The diesel engine cars are more costly than the petrol engine cars. And third is two-stroke engines are lighter in weight and compact in size compared to the four-stroke engine. So I think this is all about the second half of this third chapter, and I hope you find interest to learn more about this particular area. So thank you for attending the session. I hope you have a great time ahead. Bye.